inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oregon's offense will get the first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence. Oh, he's got some space. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive, now first down from the 39. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Unloads to the right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle. It's Bryant. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Found the spot in the defense. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Gets the back moving. They'll go to the air. Backs looking for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Ducks! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pressure coming.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Running back searching for a hole. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Bring in the heat. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do.
Just plowing ahead. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Stewart. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Whittington. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Third down and long, and this defense may be feeling some energy from the fans. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Makes the catch, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and he lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the more-minute trip to the house.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Defense playing a bail technique. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Taylor. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Throws to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout called by the defense. defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Makes the grab at the 10. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's caught downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Trying play action. Under fire. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown Ducks! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got his man downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Lindsey. Here's a heat. Unleashes one. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the screen. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. That's reeled in. It's Stewart. Jukes his way for more. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught close to the marker. It's Moore. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Lindsey. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They boot it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get... ...47-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Golden Gophers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has them set up at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. This junior making his presence. And making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Floating away. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
The give on the counter. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rushes on him. Hauls it in. Still on his feet. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Breaks into the open. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the run, it's Davison.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. Rides the back on the option to give. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll run it. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39, and it'll be 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat, face, ball.